All right, Shakur Stevenson says his contract is almost up with Top Rank. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So I don't know if I'm gonna post this Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, but y'all will see it at some point. But shout out to Tom Business. He also talked about, he hinted that the Frank Martin fight is next. So he been doing the interview rounds. I was talking to one of my boys who work out together, went to high school, we hooped together on the team, whatever. And he was like, I just don't like Shakur Stevenson. And he watched boxing and shit. We used to watch the Andre fights on Friday night fights after we got done hooping and shit. And real quick story. Somebody was asking me what story time was coming. I tell a quick story. I'm gonna tell y'all when I kind of stopped hooping real quick before we get into this shit, right? I'll tell y'all when I stopped kind of hooping. So we at this park and shit. You just sit right there on it's like on Ida Drive in Evergreen. I'm not far from there now. But yeah, it's on Ida Drive in Evergreen and stuff, this park or whatever. And I knew my boy go watch this. My boy Lando, he had beat me 1-on-1. You got done working out. He kind of was out. You just got done working out, so I beat you, whatever. But he beat me. And I went back up to the park like a couple like weeks ago, whatever, like weeks after that and shit. And we hooping. And dude, like remember we like fresh out of high school, like not too much. He did something. I can't remember what he did. He said, yeah, bitch. Yeah, I was like, oh, hold on, dog. We gonna have to fight. And I was like, these young niggas just disrespectful. I was like, I ain't hooping no more, dog. I was good after that shit. I was like, oh no, we gonna have to fight. Had to snap a young nigga neck. He ain't really mean nothing malicious by it, you know what I'm saying? But that's just what they did. I was like, I ain't about to be out here breaking the clavicle, tearing the ACL, or trying to whoop one of these young niggas' asses. I ain't had time for it. That's when I knew I was like, I'm done hooping. I never hooped competitively after that again, other than playing with the kids in the neighborhood. Because, you know, you got to connect with the kids in the neighborhood so you know what's going on and shit. And I talked to some of the women in the neighborhood to kind of know kind of what's going on. So yeah, but Shakur hints he's facing Frank Martin next in the neighbor in November, and y'all be like women don't be looking for men. Don't feed into that. I don't need a man shit. Trust and believe me, bro. They do. They do. Go put a red wedding ring on and see how popular you get. Go just buy a bullshit ass wedding ring. Most men's wedding ring is bullshit anyway. He said next year, he says, quote, next year it will be the end of my contract, said Shakur Stevenson to the Zone Boxer Show when asked when his contract with Top Rank will end. I don't want to discuss those kind of details, but definitely Top Rank has been good to me. So he said his contract is up next year. So you know what too short what E40 say? He said this game has been so good to me. I don't want to go back to slanging, yeah, yo. Slanging, yeah, yo. Get my mail. That's my shit right there. But yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you're supposed to do. Uh, you know, uh, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I can see him leaving. You know, Top Rank do a good job building the foundation. Then I think it's pressure on them to get deliver the fights that he need. I mean, when you go through the division, um, Lomachenko, Ken Boso, they should be fed to Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson look like Lomachenko, all them fights would be fed to him. They will, overpay Devin Haney. But Devin Haney just don't want to fight him. And then again, on top of that, I mean, a dollar figure make him fight him. But on top of that, he don't like the way the Top Rank finessed him with that Cambosos deal. They should have let him out of that Cambosos rematch, and I think they relationship would have been a lot different. You know what I'm saying? And they probably could have built. And this is why sometimes I was listening to DJ Mustard. Shout out to him. He just got divorced and shit. I know he happy about that shit, and his wife ain't get shit because they had a prenup. So shout out to DJ Mustard. But he was explaining in one of the interviews that I seen is that why he gave out beats for free because he played the long game to establish those relationships. So when it came time when they needed them, when they came time to pay that price, he would already have that relationship. They was like, oh, he did this on the love, so we gonna show love and whatever. So you gotta understand sometimes, the right move. You can't think with your business app, your business mind all the time. Like you can't think with just money. That's what I'm trying to say. That quick money or that stuff. Like sometimes you gotta think ahead. And had they done right by Devin Haney, he probably would have stayed with Top Rank because that's what's best for his career, to be honest. Because they got all the fighters for the most part. That's probably what's best for him. So, and that's why you probably say, you know what, Kambosa, we're gonna cash you out, no rematch. We get you paid versus Lomachenko. Let's go let Devin do what he want to do. And Devin probably will be like, okay, I respect that. And I'll probably stay. As long as the money right. But that's why you do certain things like that. I got to use DJ Mustard. Sometimes you got to take losses to get gains, bro. Every time you get, especially when you build it from the bottom to the top, losses will build character. Losses will build integrity. That's why men have more integrity than women. And that's why one of the reasons men, as they get older, they age like fine wine. They get better with age. They become more distinguished with age. It's because they didn't took so many L's and they didn't have the government to bail them out, and they're the most unlikely between men and women to get bailed out, even by their parents sometimes. We just got to figure it out. No Section 8, no, you damn near got to be dying and homeless just to get insurance through the state for as a man. Um, just to get food stamps. So it really ain't no even veterans that didn't put their life on the line for the country. They treat them like shit as men. So, like I continue to tell y'all, that's that part of going through life hard and all that shit. That build character, that build integrity, that build financial freedom, that build all that shit for you. So the losses and the pain that you're going through now, it's a lot of black men checking out of here, a lot of men checking out of here. And that's just, I'm a general, a lot of men, thinking about just giving up. But it's part of the process. And I tell myself that all the time. It's just part of the process. It's part of the game. It's somebody that got it harder. I'm gonna come out better. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, all of that. So, it is what it is. That's just what the game is. That's what make us distinguish through time, and that's what make us better with time, and that's what make women more feeble with time. That's what make them weak because they got so much help. But for Shakur, I mean, yeah, you speak good on your employer, and then when it's time to sever, you dip, and Bud already gave him the game. And Bud already gave him the game. But my boy was like, get back to that. He was like, I don't like Shakur. He talk too much. And a lot of people don't like that Jersey, New York City brash. But I feel him, dog. Like a closed mouth ain't gonna get fed. And he's so good to black media that I'm always gonna speak good on Cuz name, always. He ain't never did nothing with me, but I never asked him to. But all the black people I know, they say he cool. Good guy. Seem like he get back to his community a lot. So I always fuck with that. I don't get caught up too much in the personality. He hungry. He's a go-getter. He's a hustler. Hustlers gonna want to go get, ninjas that fall behind, they wanted everything to come to them. And that's the biggest thing between nice guys and players. Shout out to my boy Ron Wills. He wrote a book about that. You go check it out. Nice guys and players. That's the biggest difference. It ain't that you born or you simple. You just don't want to go out there and do the work. You just don't want to go be a go-getter. Players go get. Players attack. Some guys lay back and want it to come to them. And sometimes if one of them, them dudes, sometimes the women to come to you, but not at the rate if you go on the attack. But that's the difference between players and nice guys. Players don't care, and Pookies and Ray Rays don't care about rejection. They're gonna go get it regardless. So you gotta have that. He got that mentality. You go get it. He sit back there. He get these niggas a pass. They're gonna be able to duck with kindness. Can't do that. But he probably gonna end up fucking with Al. Too much money over there. Especially if Al started to make fights. Al gonna take over boxing, bro. If Al gonna allow you to make fights, make the fights that people want to see, Al gonna take over boxing. That's all he had to do from the beginning. He could have been had this shit in the chokehold. He could have been had this shit locked up, locked down. We said we reached out to Devin Haney to hold dispute over money. We'll talk to some people. He's going to be at a big fun fight, said Shakur next. But I wish, but Lomachenko said he didn't want to fight me. He said next year, but it's a big fight on the way for sure. It's a name, it's up and coming, undefeated fighter that's hungry and wants to fight me. I don't know, said Shakur with a big smile on his face when Akin Reyes asked said Frank Martin. He said, "No, I don't know about that," said Shakur to Reyes, but maybe down the line you'll be with PBC when your contract is up. He said it's a big fight on the way. We're going to see what happens, see who the opponents is, as long as it's business. So apparently it's Frank Martin. That's what's kind of being told going out there. It's Frank Martin. I heard it's going to be in the A. I mean, shit, I'm with it, man. I might even get down there if everything right. I might drive down there if it ain't too cold or too snowy and shit. You know, you know. But yeah, it's a good fight. That's a real good fight. And I think that's the best fight. I think stylistically, why I kind of want to see him versus De Los Santos, namesake wise, Frank Martin. You know, so. But yeah, I'm for it, man, and we'll see what comes of it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link inscription. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.